It's good to be mining again.
Divine smile on you, friend. That it is. Good to be home. Let me know if you dig up any ore. We'll pay a fair wage. Until next time.
I've never seen Pavo so happy. It's good to be back in Coldskegger.
I want you sellswords out of my mind.
Watch your tongue, native. We'll leave when we're sure there's no Forsworn here.
Oh, and when would that be, I wonder? When I sell my land to the Silverbloods?
The Silverbloods have made you a very generous offer for this pile of dirt. I suggest you take it.
When will Sanua Rock mine be open?
I don't know. Whenever the Silverblood men decide to leave.
I work in the mines. I hunt. Everything else I do is my business.
You should talk to Einethach if you have business with the mine. Not that there's much these days.
If the Forsworn aren't attacking my town, the Nords are trying to force me off it. My family has owned Karthwasten for generations. Rare for anyone in the Reach that isn't a Nord. Not that it does me any good. Nords think I'm working for the Forsworn. Forsworn think I'm working for the Nords. Robbery is what it is. The Silverbloods are trying to muscle in on my land. Forsworn attack the mines, and suddenly all these sellswords show up to hell. They won't let anyone work until I sell it off. You can try, but I'd keep your sword arm ready if things get ugly. A family of thieves, running their corrupt empire from Markarth. The Silverblood family own half the Reach, and they won't stop until they own all of it. Until next time.
The good mine is closed and the other mine has no ore. Gods have cursed me.
You're not from here. We don't need to be talking.
We're doomed. The mine is going to stay closed, and we'll be carted off to sit in a mine as slaves.
Only criminals get sent to sit in a mine. They're not gonna send us there.
Oh, they'll find some way to send us there. It'll be just my luck.
Forsworn attacks are bad enough. Those sellswords are worse.
What do you want? I don't owe you anything, do I? Maybe, but I won't get it slaving in these mines. I need to go to the pits. Because the only honest way to earn coin is to gamble for it. I did. I aimed to make my fortune on the pits. I lost much coin the first time around, and still owe a sizable debt. Nonsense. This job is temporary. Until I pay back my debtors, they won't let me back into the fights. I got my start betting on the pit fights in Crag's Lane Cavern over in the Rift. As a young feline traveling with the caravans, I've always had a good nose for the wolves. I could tell the difference between a wolf that hungers for a fight and one that merely growls in fear. I simply applied that knowledge to the pits. Care to loan a cat a few centimes? Simple. When I first began betting in the pits, I fell victim to 3 traps. The first trap is the poison of winning, more addictive than any skooma. And when you're lucky, it comes so easy you don't value the money. So you spend it. Only when the rock runs dry, there's no coin left to cover your bets. So you start to borrow money so you can win it all back. This is the second trap. But Nocturnal has already cursed you. Desperate to start increasing your bets. soon you're gambling with numbers that you can no longer count. This is the third and final trap. Once you raise the stakes, you can never go back, because it's no longer about the coin. I probably won 10 times as many bets as I lost, but in the end I still lost it all.
When will Senor Rock Mine be open?
I don't know.
There are many things to watch for. For instance, people often mistake the bristling hair and bared fangs for aggression, when it's nothing more than a bluff. They watch the eyes, when the legs are what show the beast's intent. It's only when a wolf enters a crouch that it's truly prepared to fight. I was going to get a job with the caravans when I'd heard there was a massacre in Karthwasten. Apparently, Ulfric and his army of furless bears came and razed the city to the ground. I felt this raised an opportunity. No, you fool, to earn some capital. Why? Are there fools who actually pity these wretched beasts? Look, I'm not saying what happens in the pit isn't squeamish. You see a wolf tear into another's throat and it's hard sometimes to keep your lunch. But in the end, there's a difference between hurt and pain. To an ignorant observer, the fighting pits are ruthless, cruel. They will see things that make them want to claw their eyes out and donate the pieces to an alchemist. This is because they think the wolf feels. It was explained to me when I was young, learning to hunt, that to feel pain is a different thing from being hurt.
You want me to hunt with you?
Simple. When you touch a stove, your hand leaps back, but it's only when your mind registers what happened that you feel pain.
Use your help.
This is what separates us from the animals. It's why I have more in common with a Nord than a saber cat, even if we both purr. When the animals fight, they will get hurt and they will die. They won't feel pain. They aren't capable of understanding it. Wolves, mostly. Sometimes bears. You hear of pit fights where they fight trolls and atmanaks, but this is likely made up by skooma fiends. About time. Need something? Oh yes, the appetite for such sport is quite, how do you say, voracious. I myself do not like it because it's so unpredictable, although sometimes there's an advantage to be gained by reading the people and not the animals. I shudder at the thought of someone enjoying such tedious work. You'll take a pickaxe and chip rock for 8 straight hours. Compared to that, even smelting is like taking a bath in liquid moon sugar. It also doesn't help that I despise my coworkers. Lash? She's the worst of them all. At least the men take breaks. That sword-tooth must have been a slaver in her past life, the way she flogs me with her tongue. Badly. The worst part comes when the work is done. I'd hoped that with all the dead Nords it'd mean beds to spare, but it's quite the opposite.
You want me to hunt with you?
Even though she's a minor like
you
me,
preferred being
I'm the one forced to sleep on the ground. Most nights, I don't sleep. I just pray.
I'd be honored.
I pray a dragon will swoop down and eat the orc bitch. What else would I pray for? Belkamak? A coward, a pessimist, a whiner, and a forsworn apologist. He's my favorite. Another selfish one. I question Einethek why his family gets such a large house while the rest of us are wedged into a food barrel. He said such demands were too insensitive given anyone's daughter was kidnapped. Seems to me that just opened up more space.
I don't know. Whenever the Silverblood men decide...
Ragnar? Just hearing his name bores me. The orc has all but spread her legs for him, but he would rather mine silver. Then again, I'm not sure I blame him. The mines are far less dusty. Fine. Uh-huh. I'd like to see a fight between 20 bears and 1 dragon. My money would be on the bears, of course. Better odds. People fear dragons too much.
We're in control of this mine. No sudden moves.
The mine is closed. Get lost. I'm not from here. I'm a sellsword. These are my men. Forsworn attacked a while back. Jarl had no men to spare, so the Silverbloods generously offered to send us to clean things up. We just want that old native to hand over his land in payment for our services. Then we'll leave, and everyone can get back to work. Right. You haven't heard of the Silverblood family? They're the most important people in the Reach. They practically own the city of Markarth, and we're here on their coin. Helping out Einethach, huh? Give me a reason not to plunge a dagger in your chest. Dealing with a mob wouldn't be good for my coin purse. Fine. We're leaving. Now, if you'll excuse me.
We're in control of this mine. No sudden moves. We're in control of this mine. No sudden moves. We're in control of this mine. No sudden moves.
If the Forsworn aren't attacking my town, the Nords are trying to force me off it. That won't be the last we hear from the Silverbloods, but at least we can get back to work. Thank you. You've done a good thing for me and my workers. Here, this is for you.